Side Sports brings you back to Clay Center Tiger basketball. Hi everyone, I'm Rocky Downing with KCLY Radio. We call the games Friday and Tuesday nights, and soon Wednesday and throughout, as the SIT is just about here. And we're back to basketball as we introduce the head coach of the Clay Center Tigers, Zach Malcolm. It has been, and I'm Rocky Downing.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm thinking you guys may feel the same way when you try to reassociate with the basketball court.
A little bit. It's been a while, but we've been practicing a lot, and I think the guys are kind of chomping at the bit to get started playing some games again. And like I say, once we do, it will be rapid fire. So.
Yeah, it was a busy 09 portion of the season. 7 games before the break. A lot of teams only had 3 or 4, literally. You guys have 7. You get through it unscathed at 7-0. What's the break been like coming off of a great start to the year?
Well, upbeat, obviously. I mean, we came back, and break practices are normally, you try to be high intensity, but there's only so much these guys are going to do when they're want to be at home with their families, and their family relatives come from out of town, and so they're there to work. We really tried to use it as a chance to install some new stuff, and so that way when we get to the second half of the season, which we really aren't at yet, right, we'll have some new things to show some people, and hopefully that'll help us going forward.
I don't know, because I haven't asked you, do you pay much attention to the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association state rankings? Clay Center's number 8 right now in the rankings.
Is that
top 10? Okay. I guess that answers my question. You didn't know.
I mean, you hear things,
right.
And this being my first year as a head coach, and I think it's really served me pretty well, is that I'm more focused on what are we going to do Friday night? What am I going to do in practice tonight? How are we going to get better each day? That's really where my focus is, and I mean that's great. It's good for our program to get that kind of recognition, right. But I don't really put a whole lot of stock into it, and I don't know that it's like college where you're on national television and they have people at all these games to rank these teams. It's kind of. I'm not going to say it's not deserved. I'm not the one to say that, but I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to that,
especially early in the season.
Yeah,
but it is nice, and I know that the community likes to see those things happen. The guys have to like that to some degree as well. I'm going to jump ahead of the game that's coming up between you and Abilene to the SIT. Number 1 seed for a Clay Center Tiger team doesn't happen very often. I've been around, it's happened a couple of times, but not very often. Now, I know you had to win a coin toss with Abilene, right, but the NCKO comes in 1 and 2 seeds in the SIT. Pretty fun.
It's pretty cool, and like I say, it doesn't come around that often, and when it does, you just try to enjoy it, and at the same time take advantage of it.
Right.
Like I say, we won a coin flip to get the 1 seed, and it was a pretty big coin flip if you've looked at the bracket.